about where he doesn't have the money for it. When me and my husband first got together, both of us were bus operators, right? But we
Right.
turned around and we put our incomes together, and we made it happen. And when you
Right.
are with someone and you are have that foundation in a relationship,
Right.
you can do anything and everything that you want to do, right? So
Amen.
money is never an issue because
Right.
togetherness you will make the money. With the
That's
dreams
right.
on.
That's right.
What you said there, I remember this is the little story on that point there. I was chasing and I was doing very good in Primerica, but I was chasing that six figure income,
Get ready for I Ain't
and I had a
Your
base shop and
Wife.
everything, and I
This
was
is the
trying to
podcast that offers
transition
healing,
out of
insight, and
being a
epiphanies,
surgical tech and
discussing and
everything, and
reviewing
try to go
everything
into the
others are
financial
afraid to
services
talk
and
about.
everything. I was
It's all
chasing it
about
hard, bro.
what is
I
right
was
for
working hard and
us.
everything.
I ain't
And
your
then one
new
day,
black. I ain't your
my
old
wife and I
black.
was sitting there
I
talking
ain't
and this and
your
that,
future black.
and I realized that
America.
I was
I
working
ain't
so
your
hard at what I was
black.
doing that I was
And now, the
neglecting
host
her
of
in a
I
sense.
Ain't Your
I was
Black,
chasing
Mr. Just As
something
Joe and
that I was
B.
chasing something and everything that
Man, you love causing trouble.
uh, uh, it was separating us. Okay, so I realized even though that was part of what I wanted and everything, I saw that it was not healthy for what I was doing. So I actually, I remember when I decided to walk away from the financial services and focus on just going to being a surgical technology and being the best at it. Let me tell you what happened. A year and a half. I mean, I would say, it was like 2 years later. I said I was wanting to make a six figure income. God went to my accountant and everything and looked at it and say, we wanted to. God will give you your. I'm saying this today. God will give you the desire of your heart, right? I wanted to make over a six figure income. Okay, I wanted to do that. Kind of mess around. My Tesla pay. Yeah, it was the first time. Oh, you made over $102,000. That ain't. We are dang. Do you know? I mean, I don't know. The spiritual say. I'm like, oh, smack. And there from that time on, I was making over six figures. So my point was is that God gave me the desire to what I was trying to accomplish, and I didn't have to. Are y'all catching what I'm saying? Are y'all
You
hearing me?
didn't have to sacrifice your marriage.
Yes, yes, God,
Amen.
you caught that? You caught that? But I had to walk away and put my marriage and my relationship first, okay? And God still allowed me to earn over a six figure income, and it blew me away, okay? I mean, it went up from there. I like, man, my wife and we both were making way over. I'm like, wow, okay. And that's what made me realize, the importance of paying attention when putting family, making that important to you and everything. That was important to me because it was my second marriage, and I didn't want to mess it up and everything. And I wanted to do right, and I sacrificed what I really was trying to chase after. Okay, and God brought it back around me and showed me I gave you the desires of your heart. There it is. Boom.
Hey, Uncle Mishan.
Yeah.
You ever heard this is a saying? If God could get it through you, He'd give it to you. You ever heard that before?
No, that'd be the first time I ain't never heard that one before.
If God could get it through you, He'll give it to you. So
Mm.
when I hear you talking, what I seen was you saying that you had coming on your second marriage. So what I see what you did, you level up. And when I say level up, you became a better steward. So God
Yeah.
could trust you. That's
Yeah.
why when you telling about your settlement and all that, put all this
Mm-hmm.
together, you see, He could trust you. It's not about we trusting Him. It's about if He
Can
could
he
trust
trust
us.
what you said?
That's
You
it.
absolutely you right. Look how astute you are. You absolutely spot on, brother. You actually spot on. You actually spot on. God will test to see if He can trust you. Okay, can I trust you? Can I trust you? Okay, and then He will allow things to occur. You really don't even imagine, and then you paying attention, and God Say, all right, you can be trusted. Okay, go ahead, Negro. Welcome, bro. I was looking for it. Where you been?
Oh man, we were still chopping it up in that space you booked out on. I think you should have stuck around. I don't think he was one of us, but that's here nor there.
Who? Wait a minute. You mean the
Oh,
one that married to the white woman?
yeah, man. Like he is
Wait a
striking
minute.
back.
No, he was his. No,
No, he
that's
was
not
no
true.
man. You
He
got to see
said
the
his mother and father. Don't you
no.
don't
Wait,
come in here
Mr.
dogging that brother.
Follow, Mr. Followers. We were looking at his pictures. We were looking at the lifestyle that he was promoting, and we were also looking at the country which they dropped those immigrants off in Kansas or wherever he's from. So Nigeria and also Kenya comes into
But
mind
he
as a
said
thing.
that his
Then
family was both black on both sides.
Y'all
wait.
spending
And
a
I'm about
lot of
to
time being investigators.
I know.
wait. I'm about to hit you with the TKO too. He
Okay.
don't capitalize the word black. He lowercases it.
What?
Oh my gosh. He lowercase.
Oh no. You
Oh
don't
my
get it.
God.
See, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it, do you?
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's not on code.
No, it's not the no. I don't think you understand the historical precedent. I would say all the way up to the 2000s or even in the late 1990s, we started as a
Brother
people.
Negro, we're gonna get you married. We're gonna find you a wife.
Yeah, you got too much time on your hands.
Yeah. Hey, my ancestor, let that be your number one task. Get this dude. We gotta get him a woman in
Yeah.
his life, man.
Yeah.
Wait. You guys think I'm
He
being
over here talking about
petty?
the lowercase black.
Wait. Hey, man.
He just
Hey,
got
you
too
think
much.
I'm really being? You
Boy,
really think I'm being petty?
these young people.
Yeah, he just got too much time on his side, man.
Lowercase black.
I'm just making an observation on his
You got to get a
behavior.
woman in your
Let
life.
me go fix all my past writings, posts, and everything where I speak the text and
we
everything
clowning on
else,
you, Negro.
and it's
You our boy.
lowercase the
You
black.
our boy. We clowning on you, bro. You gonna have to.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just for the record, tethers always do a lowercase b. I know it's the grad school.
So all of foreign people do a lowercase b.
Oh,
You don't think that maybe since English isn't their first language, that because I don't
They
even
don't
know that
understand
shit you just talking about.
Actually, I asked a college student. It's because you could say that that's excuse. It's because they don't see the value in black culture and they're downplaying it, and that's the way that they do it socially. And there's other. I can just give you articles upon articles to support where I'm coming from. Not
right.
from my opinion and being quote unquote emotional. No, this is their culture because they don't see the value in black, but black Americans do.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You miss the whole conversation that this man was coming forth with. You miss the value of holding conversation with someone else that could bring forth a point of view that you may have never heard before, because that's the value in sitting down and conversing with someone, and you miss it all because you found out that he
was a lot. First, he came in with ill intentions and
I was there now. Wait, hold up now. Hold up, Negro. I was there when he came in and the young man was giving us information tying in to the subject that was at hand. Okay.
I spoke on this.
I already spoke on this already
and
earlier.
He talked about how this dude was ridiculed and beat down
because he married a white woman.
No, it was not the fact that he married a white woman. See, he didn't even tell you the delineating question that I asked. I said
you did.
No. Let's talk about the question that I asked that young man. He married a white woman with a white child, but he won't adopt a black child. Y'all don't think that's not a problem?
He did not tell you he would not. Don't put now. Come on, don't be in the disingenuous now. The
But
man did
him.
you
So,
put
but
that
so
on him,
so so
okay?
show me a young black man that's
I've
cool
been
picking
there
up.
and done that. Change my whole scenario around.
No, but being a
Was you
single.
there too? My ancestor, was you in that space too?
No, I
No,
wasn't
she
in
wasn't.
space. I was at work. When I got off
Okay.
work,
Yeah, we're talking about this guy
I'm
picking
talking
up
about my
a single
personal
parent mom. No, he picking up a single parent white mom
So
who
what?
has a no. Wait. You stop it, stop it,
So
follow.
what?
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
I mean, honestly,
He
so
left
what?
a single. No, bro. He left a single black woman with no
Oh,
children.
and that's
You
when
hear-
I left.
Wait.
Oh, when that woman came up, you stayed for the whole thing. So if she
You know what?
came
You know
up
what?
and
You know what I
said,
think?
I stayed for
You
the
know what I
whole
think?
thing.
You know what
you
I think
stayed for
should
the whole
happen?
thing,
But here's
was
the
she
thing. Listen,
legit? Was she
what should
legit?
happen is what y'all should do, Negro, is y'all should show up there at night with tiki torches, and y'all should beat his ass and hang him
Oh, don't tell
to
Negro
a
to do
tree.
that. Oh no, don't tell Negro
Wait.
to do that.
Yeah,
Negro
And
would probably go
first
do
of
that.
all,
take
Mr. Black,
a hammer
we
and make
don't.
a cross and put it in the middle of the yard and burn the cross. Put some lighter fluid on it and burn the cross in the middle of
Why
in
would
the
I
front of his
copy?
yard.
Wait. Why would I copy the Klan stuff? That's we got our own. We got
I mean,
our
you're
own
pretty much doing it
situation.
right now.
No, I'm not. No,
Don't tell
crucifying.
Negro to do that.
No,
Negro
I am
mess
not.
around.
I'm not crucifying the young man. I'm calling out a strange behavior that is odd in this day and age. I'm telling you right now, young men that are, I would say, the ages of 35 on down is not trying to date women with children. You hear that on the
Oh my God!
and they don't care what
Listen,
color. No.
You know that is
right
such
now?
a general. You know that is just a generalized statement.
Yeah, you are
that's so
you
general.
are the
man.
biggest
it
when it
just-
comes to generalizing things.
Yeah, I mean, you are. I thought I. Oh my God! You got me.
Wait,
beat.
so you're
Generalized.
saying that
generalize
you're saying
everything.
wait, followers. How many spaces have you been in with young black men who said that I'm not dating women with kids? And they specifically say that. So it's crazy that they can say that about black women with kids, but they'll turn around and date and marry a white woman with children. You don't think that that's not a problem?
Maybe.
I
Hey,
don't
listen,
know.
my
Listen,
experience.
I don't know.
My ex-wife, her kid was bad. So I mean, I'm just saying, like in an opinion that I have, so maybe his experience was that the child, in his experience, the
So white
child
children
was,
ain't misbehaving. White children's known
Me
to
and
kill.
I don't
Joe
I
got
don't
a
know.
friend right now.
I'm just saying,
Stop
maybe
the
that was his
Joe and I have a
experience.
friend right now that's Joe and I have a friend right now is dating a white woman and they got kids, everything. They living together and everything. I mean,
The white woman has kids from a past relationship.
I know that's what I'm talking about. The same thing. I got a friend right now that's
I mean, you just don't know the situation. Is all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know their situation, man, unless I sit down and talk to them and find. I don't know how they came.
Wait.
What
How about we ask this?
What did I?
How about we
No.
ask my ancestor about this?
Oh, check this out. You was there, but I got called a coon for saying what? Let them find love where you want to find love. Did I get jumped on? Tell everybody here. Did I get jumped on? I got jumped on from your partners. I'm gonna call it your partners.
Hey,
You sat there, allowed them to jump on me too. I'm just gonna go and mess with you.
You gotta hold your own. You gotta hold your own.
I held
You're
my own.
defending the tether. You were defending the tether. Alleged
I don't
tether.
care about
I
I'm
don't-
defending me. Calling dudes called me a coon. I said I embraced it. Fine. Then they gonna get mad that I didn't get mad. I didn't get
I don't know
mad
if
about
Brother
being
John
called
is
a
listening,
coon.
but that's a term. I don't know if Brother John is listening or not, but that is a term that they use. And I didn't know about it until I came here. The term tether. That's what they call people who are hiding under the color construct that are foreign. So an African
No.
comes from Africa
Let him
to
explain.
here,
No.
and they say black.
Joe. Let
me
him tell you
define
what
it.
it is. Let me,
No, no.
let,
Let
Go
me
let-
ahead. Go
define
ahead.
it because
Go ahead.
you guys are obstructing the term.
yeah,
So
yeah, we
tether is
know it. Let him tell you.
okay.
He
So,
well
so
seasoned in
tether.
this.
Okay, tether is a person who has a melanated skin who is undermining the Black American community or the Negro American community. So if we're talking about
Excuse me, I
reparations,
have a question right quick
what,
with the
what,
definition of tether. How does that work when Black men turn around and disrespect Black women? Is that tethering too?
no, it's not, ma'am. It might be misogynist, it might be biased, but no, it's not tethered. Tether is specifically dealing with foreign melanated people coming into the Black American community and saying a counter narrative that is counter to what the collective is saying to the detriment. So we talk about police brutality. These people will say, no, there's not a such thing as police brutality. That is a tether, ma'am. Did you
So
have
they are
another guy? I can
tethers
give you
when they
another
do that.
example. Wait, I
So
can
wait
give
a
you
minute.
another example to
Nothing
show
is
you.
wrong. Nothing is wrong when you see Black men disrespect Black women or Black women disrespecting Black men. You don't see anything wrong with that,
That
right?
no, that could be tetherish activity because there
Exactly.
are.
Exactly.
Wait,
You
wait, wait,
said
wait,
it.
wait, wait,
You
wait,
said it.
wait.
You
Hear
said it.
me out, my ancestor. You have some tethered male and females that perpetuate what they would consider a gender war. So yes, that could happen in some cases. That is a fact. So that when you see a Black woman or a melanated woman who's not from the lineage, who's talking about an unbridled thing about feminism and all this other goofy stuff, yeah, we're looking at her as a possible tether from another country where they do general what they call genital manipulation and stuff like that. So now she has a bias towards heterosexual Black American men, and they come to America flexing. So they won't come to. They don't
And they
bring
even
an
spell
issue.
black with a lowercase b.
Remember,
You
Negro, you
got
said,
jokes over there.
remember, Negro, you used the word some cases.
Well, I'm giving examples because I can show you examples of
No,
this.
no,
I
I
got
was speaking, I was speaking, I was speaking, I was speaking of all them other times you generalize stuff instead of saying some cases.
Man, I'm just specifically talking to that answer. Y'all older generation be nitpicking. Instead of just taking
Oh,
the
now we
information and running
nitpicking.
with
Hold
it.
on, hold on. Our words not important.
Shut down. You got shut
It's a difference in saying some versus
They generalize
generalizing
it.
things to make it sound like it's all. So
That's right.
words are very important. I know we have what do we have it mumble rap and stuff like that these days. So ultimately, y'all don't even enunciate syllables and stuff. So words ain't too important in this day and age. So I get that. But no, words are important. So I am going to affectionately name you the generalizer.
I didn't generalize that time, sir. So that won't
No, you
fit.
didn't that time. You
Maybe
didn't
not
that
this
time.
time.
And the
Not this
reason why,
time.
and the reason why, because I wanted to highlight the behavior and not say all, because not all immigrants are tethers. It's only some that are doing these type of things. We also had that guy
But
that was running.
all black males don't want to marry a white woman with children.
I didn't say all
Watch
black.
out, watch
Come
out.
on, stop that. Stop that, followers.
Oh, you didn't say that.
No, followers. I think.
All right.
I think you're. I think that
I
you
think
missed
we're gonna
the
have to go
point.
back and get a recording now.
No, yeah. I think you missed the point in regards to this young man. One left a Black woman who had no children.
Oh,
For a
come
white
on,
woman.
man.
Wait. Hear me out. For a white woman who did have children, and the age where Black men have said, overwhelming majority have said, I'm not dating women with children. So yes,
But
it
you don't
looks
know why he
fishy
left
to
her
us.
though.
He never specified it in the space. It was like
Exactly.
so.
So you don't know. She could have been trying to kill him. That's why he left. Who knows?
And then he
He
should
had
have
very
just
good
came
reason.
up. He should have just been direct. Say, yo, this heifer trying to kill me. I think that he would have been more believable. But since he didn't want
He
to do
wasn't
all
even
that,
there from the beginning of the show, though. Remember that.
I was at the beginning of that space. It's still going on now.
Oh, it's still going on now. I thought they.
Brother,
I thought
it
they
ain't
stopped.
ended, man. We had like a 4-hour interrogation. This is the black
Oh my
space,
God.
man.
Oh,
This is Negro space.
You know when I left, Negro? Let me tell you when I left.
Insanity.
And Negro, let me tell you when I left. When the woman came up and said she's the ex-girlfriend and she left me for the white woman, I was done. I like, oh, here goes.
Yo, you should have stayed. That's when
No.
it started cooking up more. We found out that this dude could
Jerry
possibly be
Springer
a
2.0.
We
Yo,
talking
we
about
coulda-
Jerry
wait, we-
Springer and X-Space, brother.
this dude could have been a possible Fruit Loop. He had a lot of gay
Oh
food.
my Lord.
A lot of things that was uncovered. The power of legal investigation.
Man, y'all got too much time on your hands for real.
Oh my God. I'm just kicking laughing at this man because y'all went on for another 4 hours after that, did you? I mean, y'all just we don't
Space is
change the
still
whole
going
topic.
on.
The whole topic was about something entirely different. My man made a mistake and said he was married to a white woman. Did you see? I mean, everybody and their daddy jumped on it like, whoa, the woman, whoa, wait a minute, wait, wait. You married to, I said, oh, hell.
It's not just any white woman. A white woman with children.
Did you hear me when I said, oh, hell?
Oh, God forbid.
I said, oh, hell, we about to go somewhere now because, man, you done let it out. When it came out his mouth, I knew. I said, hey, Carl, as soon as it came out his mouth, I said, oh, my God, he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that. Our people got issues, bro. Come on, Negro.
So the conversation. So let's start. The start of that conversation was about white women and white men and who was more heinous in the system of white supremacy. But followers.
Tell
did
them
say,
who.
oh,
Tell
there was no
everybody
white
who you
supremacy.
say. No. Tell everybody who you said was the most heinous. Go tell everybody because I was you and I was on the odds.
No, I was pointing to some of the nature of white women. Yeah, I did say that if white women had like the physical capability as white men, I would say that they would be very dangerous. Yeah, I'll be very concerned. No doubt.
But you were saying you was also leaning that when me and Ern was actually agreeing 4 times. We agreed on something. I bet that was the first time me and Ern was so, and even he came out and said, "Me, you and I agree. We agreeing on something, but we both agreed that America, the society, is a masculine society. White men put everything in. Of course, the white men had to be the most heinous and most evious. White women benefited from it because they couldn't even vote. I mean, they couldn't vote, so that means white men were controlling the legislation and creating the law. So all the heinous, all the crazy things, inhumane things that occurred to us culturally, that came from the white masculine male perspective.
No, I got and I also shared my sources. There was one thing that Tyreek had talked about.
Just because you have a couple sources does not change the system that we are in.
We're not. We were more or less looking at the behaviors, right, and some of the things that were going on when it comes to white. I look at white women as like soft power. The masculine is more like hard power. So the soft power would be them putting up Confederate statues, them not putting Black history in school. These are the forms of soft power in which they were used as an auxiliary force. Just like the Daughters of the Confederate, right? These are things that's documented that talks about white women's behavior.
White women didn't do that. The
yes, they
system.
Did. No. White
bro.
women specifically did that. Margaret Sanger. I could go through a list of white women, bro.
But it still was the white masculine system. White women benefit from the system. They don't have now.
Women participated in the system.
They participated, but they did not put in place. It was the white male, the white dominant culture that put things in place.
You see, you guys, no,
you,
but
you
the thing is
cannot, you
that
cannot say,
followers.
you
The thing,
cannot say, you cannot say, okay, that a masculine hegemony system instituted by white males, okay, who done all the hideous and crazy things against our demographics of people, and say that white women were more heinous than
wait,
white
wait,
men.
wait, wait. Let's break this down.
When hold on, when white women could not, they didn't have the power of the authority to do the thing.
You acting like white women defenseless when they had owned 30% of the slaves in America. They owned 30% of slaves, bro. Like
They benefit.
George Washington. George Washington would have never been in a position of power if he didn't have that white woman who owned slaves. Like, what are you talking about?
All I'm saying is that this is a white male dominant system. Why do you think? Listen, they never feared our women. Okay, they intentionally, think about it. The system that they instituted against us culturally was to take our men out of position. The laws and the things that the system would not help us to be equal as them. If they thought women were so strong and all that, they would have known. They attacked us, the men. The system attacked us, the men, because they did not want our men to be equal as them. So when you know that, I'm a military guy, I understand war. They didn't attack. They were glad to give our women power and authority to do whatever, because they never was fearful of our women. They were only fearful of the men.
Check this out, Mishorn. Woodrow Wilson helped re-legitimize the Confederates down south. Woodrow Wilson, the president, helped re-legitimize the Confederates down south. You talk about the Daughters of Confederacy? Yes, I agree. But the masculine society is what brought it to pass.
What we're talking about is affecting the future, right? When you're reading books, wait, hear me out. When you're reading the books and the stuff and teaching the children, that affects the children. So this is where I made a comment where you kind of left off. It was like the chicken or the egg theory. Which one came first? Was it the white women that nurture the ideas of anti-Negro and anti-Black behavior, or is the dominant male force that reinforces it? So that was kind of the things that were being argued, and that was one of the things that I did highlight at the beginning.
Let's go back
just
to the
keep
black
it for that
woman,
record.
because this is the thing right here. The black man stood up for the black woman. Right. And let's talk about what's going on now in the future. That has missed the mark. And that's why the black woman was able to maneuver and doing whatever, because she had her backup. She had the black man. Where did that, if a white woman didn't have the white man, she was a slave to him. We were not slaves to our black men. We were considered equal with them. They looked out for us and we looked out for them. That's why, because they wanted to get rid of the black man, because they know already the Holy Trinity is the black man, the black woman, and the child. That's why they constantly want to eliminate the black man, because the white man know he can't beat the black man, and he can't. And that's the future as well. He still can't beat the black man. Right? And that's what they scared of. But back to my husband again. He was also my best friend. My husband was my best friend. Anytime I had a problem, I went to my husband. And when I went to my husband with my problem, trust and believe, because I was married to a black man that was also an alpha male. And you already know how I roll, right? But it was an agreement, because he was submissive to me at times. I was submissive to him. It all depends who run the show right now, right? But when I had a problem, my best friend was my husband. And that's the bottom line. And everybody can't even say that. You can't even say that. My husband is my best friend.
Yes, I am glad we having a discussion. Let's tailor it back to Joe. You know, successful people talk dreams, manifestation, mindsets, but we still stuck. Okay. There's a few of you all that's been here. I want to see if John, y'all want to add anything to this conversation. I see your speaker there, bro. You wanna add something, John? Are you there?
Yes, I am. How y'all doing, brothers?
What's up, John? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I was just listening, just checking out some information, seeing what I could build with this subject about. But I will say this subject has kind of scattered different areas.
Right, it has. Yeah, it has.
So I would try to stick to the topic of it. Now, to everyone, much respect, and definitely I could hear the intelligence and the passion. But here's what I kind of just want to build on, and I think this may be, if it's heard right, it will be something that kind of give a lot of explanation to a lot. I'll try to make it quick. So
take your time, Don. Take your time, bro. Do you, bro?
Okay. Okay. So, and these are, I want you to understand something about perception. Perception is something that everyone carries, and how you perceive things is what show up in your life. Okay. So, and everyone's perception is built on things that has been already incorporated into your brain and your subconscious mind, since even before you was actually born. When you was in your mother's womb, you was automatically in the third trimester. You were capable of downloading information. The first thing you started downloading was the sound of your mother's voice inside of your brain, as you are inside the womb, right? Then next, you are downloaded her emotions behind the word. So let me give you an example of how it works. So let's say, for instance, you are the infant, or you are the fetus in the womb in the third trimester, and your father, who you tell that there's a voice outside the body, and he calls her a bitch. Now, you don't know what that word means because you in the womb, right? But you heard the word. Now, the word is coupled with a feeling, because the infant in the womb can feel everything the mother's feeling. Right. So let's say every time she's called a bitch, she feels bad, sad, upset, mad. The child feels it. So now the child begins inside the womb, begin to connect the word bitch with that emotion. Okay. So this is download information. Okay. This is true how the brain works. So then when the child can come into this world, it can hear the word bitch and have a feeling behind it and don't even know why it's feeling. This is how we carry emotions. We carry emotions inside of our cells, right? And they are part of our makeup. So basically, as you begin to think of something, or you begin to put your energy into it, it shows up in front of you. This is what we talk about when we talk about algorithms. It's this thing that they do on a computer. What shows up is what you type in and look at most. It's actually mimicking how the function of your brain works, and the electromagnetic field around you, how you pull everything to you in your thought patterns, right? So it's just like you could think of something and something shows up. You can think of someone shows up. This is a true story of how this works, right? So listen to this, and here's the build on, right? As there are millions of sperm cells in one glob of sperm. So every ejaculation, there are millions of sperm cells, but only one is going to get in the egg. Only one. So guess what happens? So the sperm goes into the womb, which is an acidic environment. Everything is out to try to kill it because it's a germ. It's looked at as a germ to the womb, right? It's trying to kill everything to protect that egg. It's got acid, it's got everything. And even each of the sperm are fighting each other to get into life, right? They try to get into that egg. They are kicking each other's ass because it's a race. Who's going to get there first, right? So guess what? That one sperm that gets inside that egg survives. That's you. That's all of us who are right here today, right? So it struggled through the utmost, and without the struggle, you never achieve nothing. There's no such thing as achievement without going through a struggle, right? This is what life's about. It's you first, as a baby, your struggle to walk was a struggle until you can learn how to walk. So life is a struggle, and it gives you that resistance so you can get stronger, like working out in your muscles, right? So check this out. You won. You here. Now, what are you complaining about? Here's the thing. So there are systems set up, and these systems are set up how the world is set up, for whoever came 1,000 or millions of years set this stage, and here you come into this stage. You can invent, create, do anything you want to do inside of your own imagination is the key. But you have to take control of your mindsets and your thoughts. If you don't control your thoughts, which is the grand manifestation of your life, that means someone else is controlling your thoughts. Someone else is feeding information in your subconscious mind that shows up in front of you in your face right now today. So those of you who may say, hey, you believe in racism? If you believe in racism, guess what? Racism showed up. And it's going to validate every thought that you have. And there it is over there, and there it is over there. And most of the time, here's what happened to most of us. Those of us who don't achieve our goals of the little time we here, that we're too busy complaining about the obstacles. All these obstacles and these things are noise. They're all noise. So here's two things I'm going to give you. There are signals and there's noise. Well, what is the noise? The noise, everything that you're talking about right now, all that shit is noise. Who's married to who fucked who? Who's fucking with who? Diddy, everything. All that shit is noise to keep you what? Distracted from what? The signal. Well, what is the signals? The signals are the divine gift that God gives you to create and start something new while you got this little time on this earth. You ain't got but a little motherfucking time. It ain't really long. Fuck, I'm 64. You ain't got that much longer. Trust me. And I got more years behind me than I do ahead of me. So I'm telling you this. You're wasting your time by listening and following the noise. What you need to do is recognize the signals. Is not the creator giving you information? And there's something you need to be working on that makes you more of a better person? Is there something you need to do that you can work on to make yourself better? If it is, then try that first before you complain, because that is where you go wrong. That's why you don't achieve anything. This is why the wealthy understands how to amass wealth. We become focused. We become focused on what we want to create, and we stay with it until we produce it into this society. I'm an inventor. I'm a creator. I own a company that I put products all the time, right? Out of the material, out of my mind to bring it into this world. Everything you see around you was first invisible before it became into this reality for you to use it. Well, guess what? It came out of somebody's mind. This phone, table you sitting at, this internet, it came out of somebody's mind before it became reality. Question is, what are you producing? Instead of you worried about the racism and the white man can't stop you from producing nothing. All you gotta do is use your mind. That's all you got to do. So I hope that piece right there, I just wanted to build with y'all on and just kind of land it right there, right? And so as I'm going to let back, and if you got any questions, anything while I'm still here, boom, I'd be more than glad to engage with you more.
Hey, well, that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, my answer. You want to say something?
I'm just saying that was awesome sauce. And see how that works when you have one mind. Everybody's on this one page with one mind. He's actually speaking the truth. I love it. I love it. Yes.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Right into we want to definitely make sure get Daryl jumps up because he was dropping the laughing emoji a second ago. So I want to hear what he has to say. But again, remember, successful people talk dreams, manifestation, mindset, but we still stuck.
Go ahead, Darren.
And with that, go ahead, Darren.
No, I was actually laughing because he did mention that not to like racism and stuff aren't an issue. Those are always an issue, because if you are mentioning the manifestation of any invention or anything, it still comes down to the government that you're in. And there have been millions of extremely brilliant Black people who just lack the opportunity simply because of the time they were born in. So we do have a good opportunity now. Trust me, I'm a real estate broker, mortgage banker. I'm doing more than anyone in my ancestry generation, and I'm from the South. But that's not because I'm so much smarter than them. That's simply because other people fought for me to be able to do what I'm able to do. So you can't just disregard the reality of, if you're in a bad situation and you don't have control and the government's dominating you, then you're screwed usually if you don't have a system.
All right. So let me, John, you want to respond to that? I'm going to let you respond before I jump. Go ahead, John.
So again, we're talking, as I opened up, about perception. That's your perception. That's all it is. That's your perception, and it's based upon how you was raised and things that incorporated and you was experiencing things. That is your perception.
I'm talking about legality and laws though here in finances. Is a banker, Black people.
Hold on. One thing we always do is we allow, in this space, we allow people to speak and land. The thing was, John is responding to you. So allow him to respond, and then you can respond back to him. That's how conversations work. We learned it as a child.
Well, I landed here again. We're talking perception. All I gave you was my perception. You can either you are attracted to it or you're repelled from it. I have no response to answer that piece. What we can talk about is how the magnetic or how the situation works, but I don't need the debate about something I just got finished giving you, which is again about perception. I land there.
Which it might be good to go back and listen to the recording, because you kind of came in on the end of it. I don't think that you heard the preface from the beginning. But go ahead, Daryl.
The factor of, like I'm saying, I'm a banker. We're extremely pragmatic people, and we only care about laws and numbers. That's the real thing, right? So when you look at laws and numbers, especially in a capitalistic nation, we have to talk about perception. Isn't what I'm looking at. I'm looking at people's bank accounts, their like 4Ks, their Schedule Cs and all this. That's about laws and the situation. So it is true that your perception can change these things. But let's not disregard people and just say, hey, you're not successful. You're not doing what I'm doing. It's all of your fault. Like sometimes the system you're within is your parameters there. And we have to admit that there's a reason most Black people don't own homes and other things. It's not because they're fools and things. It's simply because they've been
go find a different system that works for you. Can you do that?
They don't have the money to do that, sir. Like, or the intellectual experience.
So okay, now that's where I want to jump in. There you go. Yeah, that's where I want to jump in. Where you right there, right there. Okay. Your reality is what you say you are. Just because the system is up against you, and you allow that system, racism only exists if you allow it to keep you in that box. Just because the system telling you that you can't, you improve yourself to beat that stuff. It's like, I use my analogy, chess. You playing someone in a game of chess, they whipping your ass, okay? They whipping you. You get up and leave and decide that you're not going to win or take that game home anymore. Who lose? You lose. You lose because you didn't take the time to stay in the game, learn how to win that game, learn what the rules is, how to beat this individual. You lose. So when I hear people say, okay, that just because, they don't have the education or the system, then you get the education or you do what you need to do. Everything that exists when you give up. See, I don't buy into that, okay? I can't buy into that, all right? If I bought into that, I would not be who I am today, okay? I come from a jacked up family. I come from a poor family. if I put that, you just said, oh, he said white people is my problem. I come from a family that thought like that, and if I took that narrative, that I would not be who I am today. Okay. No, but it sounds like that's what you said.
No,
you're
what I'm talking about is legality and laws and people's situation. I'm from South Memphis, a horrible situation as a ward of the court. I've done extremely well. But what I am saying is I won't disregard the factor that other people aren't me. They didn't have the mental capacity. Some people could be born in that exact same situation without the capabilities to retain knowledge on the same level, and they will lose in this situation.
They have allowed the system to whip them. I would accept that. Okay, I would accept that if you were
whipping blacks more than others is my question. Then why is America built so well?
And I'm gonna tell you something. This is not the same time it's not the same time of our ancestors. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now. Okay. Right now, many of us have bigger opportunity, but we will use the white man of the system to keep us from doing what we can do. That's not the same. My ancestors in the beginning, the system was extremely more difficult than what it is today. Extremely more difficult than what it is today.
Exactly.
Having same people using the same terminology as our original ancestors and you giving them the pass to do that is wrong. And I will never.
It's 2025. You can't use that excuse no more.
But here, let me use one reality though about properties. I do this very well. In property, I can tell you this: 80% of people who are very well off, they had property substantiated for usually their 30s or so, right? Now, if you've already bought up all of the property in the real estate market, look at the prices we are facing. And I'm telling you, homelessness is going to be a reality in this nation. Because when you don't build enough homes, yet the prices consistently go up due to inflation, supply and demand. And that's what people aren't factoring in the Black experience. They're not factoring in that when all of the houses are already in these people's hands, there's a reason a lot of CEOs are white. These people are not naturally more smart or anything than other people. No, but having a substantiated beginning, you're running a marathon that's half the race now. The other people are running 2 marathons and you're expecting them to show the same success. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here.
Now you're missing two things with that. Now I understand that there's a 200 or 300 that already began before we got here. Absolutely, I got you there. That's a very good point you just made. Okay, so will we ever catch up to that specific thing? Probably never. That specific thing, but we're talking about people who are born right now, this period of time, where they can build with generations that was born during the same time when that race kicked. No, but I'm talking about demographics of people. You know for a fact. How old are you, man? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 40.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40. Okay, I'm 65. All right. You know for a fact. Let's speak some real truth to this now. You know for a fact that a large majority of our demographics of people have wasted 20 or 30 years on nonsense. Okay.
I would say most humans. I would say most humans, though, brother.
No. I don't want to. No. I'm always focusing.
Can I chime in here, Mr.
Hold up. I'm gonna get you time. I don't want to focus on nobody but us. Okay. Us. I was born in 61. I grew up in the 70s. I know exactly. Okay. That a large majority of the suffering that we are experiencing is a lot of it is also because of our lack of astuteness and things that we participated in and allowed ourselves to allow to happen to us. Okay. And we got to own up to our own hand and a lot of our own demise. Okay. And I'm very intentional about that because I know for a fact, selling life insurance. You say I was in the insurance business with Primerica and I done. I know for a fact the multiple homes I went into, my own demographics of people not buying proper life insurance to make sure that their income is protected. If most of us took the intelligence and apply just the basic intelligence to wealth building, would not be in the condition we are in today because we would have protected our assets. That's what I'm talking about.
you understand banking, then you understand your finances and insurance. But here's
oh yeah, yes sir, most definitely.
Spillover is a huge factor people talk about with wealth. Like my kids, they're not where I'm raised in. They're not in South Memphis in things. They're in a very extremely nice area. When they see me and my wife talking, they get the spillover information of me talking about the stock market, investments, property.
There you go.
How, like, that's income margins. So here's the thing. That's the language they're hearing. But here's the thing. When you actually, like the creation of the ghetto in America, it's crazy how entrenched it is in like mental institutionalization. You know this. The chains weren't the main thing that they kept slaves with. It was the mindset. And so when you're saying we're going to omit the other people, like we have to mention that many of these people, like you've been through the experiences and you're a successful one. Many people here are. That's why we're having this conversation. But think about it. For the people who don't see that, what they were hearing every day, they weren't hearing that talk about the economy or investing in getting insurance like you're saying. They were hearing something about like, yo, this bitch and that hoe and this and that. So the chances for that person to make a rational decision on their investment portfolio is going to be extremely low. You know what I mean? Like we got to be honest.
We're talking understood. So we're talking, but the point is to say that we have the ability in this day and age to do something different and to be better. We're and it's,
no, you're wrong.
Through our own.
You're wrong.
And
you're wrong.
And
Arthur, you're wrong. Here's why. You're wrong.
And it's that. Well, hold on. You're not going to come on my platform and tell me I'm wrong. I'm going to give you the opportunity to, as you were raising your hand, I will give you the opportunity to speak. Not a problem. But let me finish making my point. Again, when it comes to that, you have the opportunity to move forward in life now in this day and age. We understand what happened. We know racism exists. No one's arguing that point. And we know exactly. Dan and Bob come out, go check the mail together, they're neighbors, and they might have conversations about investment portfolios and things that when Ray and them come out and check the mail, it don't happen. I get that. That's understood. But even just as Uncle Mishon was saying, hey, I did roofing as well. I'm still a licensed life insurance agent in about 30 different states, still write policies. But I did roofing as well. I go to the other side of the railroad tracks, and when they get their check from hail damage, guess what they put it in? Back into their home. When I go to the other side of the railroad tracks with us, guess where they typically put that check in? The Cadillac. So again, now you have dilapidated homes. So again, some of it, we have to own up to the fact that we did some of it to ourselves. And when you erase the ability to point the finger, when you erase the ability to point the finger elsewhere, guess who's left? It's you. So then guess who has to pull yourself up and make it happen for? You. The same way you did for you and your family, sir, and the same way any other successful melanated person does. They just started thinking differently. But nonetheless,
that's what we hitting on here, Dame. That's what we.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to say.
That's all we're trying to push here.
What I'm saying is this. Let's be honest too. Guys like us called nerds and alienated by the community.
My brother been there. Yep. No. Coon, Uncle Tom. Yeah, I know all the terms.
But bruh said it best last night on the show. He said, hey, when you look at it now, it's them Uncle Toms and them Coons that went out and created success for themselves. And you want to know the reason why? Because they didn't have racism as a boundary. Right. They didn't get encapsulated or walled up or boxed in by the idea that racism exists. No, you've been, I bet you this brother too has been in plenty of working spaces where we were the only ones or the one of the fews of us. But guess what? We didn't run away. No. Right. Then what do? We go and take the information back to the community.
And then they call us a nerdy ass nigga.
Yep, been there, brother, been there. Let's get to the hand. Let's go ahead and get to the brother's hand.
Yeah, go ahead, E.
Okay, I thought it was a conversation, but brother, good evening. First of all, I was talking about the followers whom I am familiar with. He knows that, but I disagree. He was making a lot of generalized information, and also they even tried to catch up with the host himself as well, his opinions. I think this is primarily conservative ideology, opinion based, no fact at all. Here's what the problems I would see as I see it in the Black family, in the African American family. Okay, number one is
and you say this as what kind of family are you?
I am an African American person in America. Okay. All right.
Okay. So you're not a Black American.
Not minding my accent. Okay. I know what you're trying to do.
So no. I'm not like the other spaces that you have gone into. We're going to allow you. We're going to allow you to express your opinion, but don't cosplay. Don't cosplay here and act like you are a Black American when you are not a Black American. You're an outsider going to speak about my demographic of people. Is that correct?
No, you're wrong.
Are you freedman?
You descend from an American slave. No.
We're going to allow you to speak. We're not going to shut you down, but we just want to know that you're not a descendant of American slave. You're an outsider going to speak on a certain demographic of people. But go ahead, E.
An African American. Okay. Okay. I mean, I do not have to. You do not have to interrogate for other people to.
Wait a minute. You're an African American. You're an African American according to the 1980 census.
It doesn't matter. Why are you that tribe?
No, it does matter.
Wait a minute, E.
You're a white nigger. You're a house Negro, right? You try to be a house Negro.
E. So I muted everybody. First off, Carl. Stop hitting the button. First off, Carl is a co-host. So whenever you come into any space, the co-host and the host have the ability to interject with conversation. Why? Because we are helping to narrate things. So what you don't do is you don't start talking that nonsense. I would not even accept that from you because you have not been through this experience. So to even hear you out of your mouth say house Negro,
experience, stupid fuck. What do you mean experience?
Okay, all right, you gone.
Yeah, okay, bro. You're not putting up. No. Hey, send him out of here, bro. Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. I'm not putting up with that nonsense.
See, I was going to give him an opportunity to share.
Yeah.
We just want to know that he's an outsider trying to share about a certain demographic. But he's coming in. But he's coming here. He's coming in. He's coming. He's trying to come in. He's trying to come in and act like he's one of us, and he's not.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead, Miles.
Miles and then Daryl.
I guess that's the definition of cosplaying. That's all I want to say, right?
That's a tether.
Yeah, we got a chance to experience it in our
own chance to experience what a tether is, Joe. There you go. Go ahead, Darren.
So he's cosplaying, right?
I think it was Miles first, brother. I think it's Miles first.
No, he spoke. He spoke.
Okay. No, but first of all, I was going to say is just with them, a lot of people don't. Here's the thing. A lot of people around the world tend to not understand the Black American experience. Is this was an experience not ever felt by multiple other cultures around the planet.
Right.
To have, like, people forget of how much of America was built around how much we lacked. And the government spent a substantial amount of money making sure that the Blacks were the bottom, were synonymous with poverty. And this is by, like, in the real estate industry and the banking industry itself, all of it's written in stone, in laws, in codes, that they were able to just put us through so much shit. And the way I see it is a lot of people, man, like, I get what you were saying, Follows. And Carl, like I totally am on point with that for us as individuals, but there's so much blood in the water here.
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of people can't swim in this shit, man. They're not good swimmers. And the only people who are going to succeed are the very good swimmers. So we are the percentages of people who, if we were another color, my dude, we would be far.
Yeah, we'd be so far ahead. I'm with you.
You know, so and why do our people have to be able to withstand pressure so fucking heavy and then say, hey, don't turn the eye to it, don't do this? It crushes some of them. It debilitates.
I know, but here's the biblical side of what you're saying. I want to add, this is the biblical thing. I'm gonna say something that I had to embrace by someone wiser than me. Reverend Sun Moon says something of this nature. It's the burden that God put on us. Okay, it is our burden to defeat and overcome that burden. To succumb to it is to be a failure and not believe that God can get us through it. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I'm really saying that's what I totally get you. But do that make sense?
The way we deal with it, though, you can't deal with something like racism by disregarding the reality of what it's done to the human mind. And I think this is a two-way thing. I see so many people in the affluent community, and these people are not ready for half of the work that niggas are doing in every day. And I'm sorry to say, this country sold hatred so well that it's all they are selling now. They're packaging this shit up and selling it, commoditizing.
And you know what? And the key is, some people let me explain something to you, man. You sound like a very articulate and a very intelligent brother.
And can I say this real quick, before you say that? We
don't like the N-word here, bro.
I get that. I'll use it. If you don't like it, I like to use it because that's the only reparation this country gave me. And if they don't want to talk about what that word meant to be, to create a human influence, then hey.
No one, but that's the thing. You keep talking about that. We're acting like, you know, it does. We understand what it did to the mind. That's the whole reason why we're talking about how you can shift your mindset in order to have a different reality for yourself to achieve more and greater, so that you can be a better use to the collective in moving forward. It's the whole premise.
But followers, what about when you talk about the collective? Don't forget, there were many times in real estate where we had our own communities and the government would bomb us, would kill us, slaughter our leaders. That's why we stopped living together, and that's how they commingled us.
The system weapon. It's called, there's a word. Now you knew around this group here. So I'm sure you know the word hegemony, Hegemony, hegemony. And I'm an author too. I would love for you to get my book. The title of my book, I'm Not Your Black America. I'm Not Your Black America. You can get it at.
Oh, I think I checked that one out. Yeah, I heard you.
I'm Not Your Black America. You can get it at Unlearn to Relearn. If you done tried, I'm getting around. All right.
Time to unlearn to relearn.
.com.
Have you read PTS the PTSS, that one, post traumatic slave syndrome by Dr. Joy DeGruy?
I've heard of that.
That's an amazing book too, brother. You should probably check that out too.
But it's under, all of that is understood. Like that's common sense knowledge. We know, we understand the PTSD, we understand the trauma, all of that. But here's the thing: everything, your next 5 seconds starts in your subconscious mind first. The hour after that starts in your subconscious mind first. You are responsible for creating your own reality. That is the portion of the spirit that you were given. You have that power.
You mind me asking one question about that though? When does it start though, right? Because don't forget, a lot of single households and other households with the economy we have, they don't have time to really stand there and play that major role for their kids, right? So doesn't the government have those kids by the nuts essentially when they're starting to hit you with propaganda that these kids have no cognitive capability to defend themselves again?
So this might sound harsh what I'm about to say, okay, but it's the reality. The best of us who have came before 1960, okay, and they done the best. They were captured in something they did not know, like the hegemony, or many of our demographics of people did not know they were fighting up against a color construct that never meant them no good. Let's go back to the game of chess. It is impossible for you. You can win a couple games, but you're not going to win the game that matters. Okay. So did we win some great things? Yes. But we didn't win the economic battlefield as a Democrats. We still trying to fight that. Are we good in sports? Are we good? Certain things we have done great at. But the bad capitalist society, and you know what I'm saying here, you've been in this field. You win in a capitalist society at the what? At the battlefield of economics. Culturally, we have not won that battle at the table of economics. We don't won a lot of stuff, but people that don't look like us, still Jews especially, Jews do not respect our economic authority. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you laughing?
Oh, but don't forget, no, I'm laughing because it's so funny, because don't forget the banking laws. Look at it.
Banking laws is based on, right. Oh yeah, hell yeah. So we must learn how to beat that game, and that must be done collectively. We have not done that, and one of the ways we're going to do the matter of fact, I'm going to introduce you to this as this is our last Thursday. We'll be back in next Tuesday and everything. We here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 o'clock. But I want you, young man, go and check out freemannation.org. freemannation.org. Okay, I want you to check that out, and I want you to put your work in and become me and Joe are free. Okay, we believe what's about to happen, what's moving forward, that the Freeman Nation, freedmen, that term, freeman, that I don't identify as Negro, Black, African American, or none of that nonsense. I am a registered, verified freeman. So when I speak now, I'm speaking from authority that was covered up from the time the time that Abraham Lincoln was killed. Okay, but we don't rediscover that. We don't operate as a Negro or Black or African American, none of that color construct nonsense anymore. I am a freeman, and I want you, sir. I think the next time you come up, man, I want you to hear you tell me what you think about freemannation.org. Okay, I really do, because we need sharp young men like you to embrace this, because I'm feeling something from you, man. I'm feeling, and I hope you embrace and learn and get into the freemannation.org and get back with me and talk to me about that. Hey, Mr. Miles, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Mr. Follows. Mr. What's his name? Duran or Duran? Duran?
Yeah, Duran, you got me.
Okay, you a smooth talker. I can tell you, will you sell them $1 million homes? Duran, I'm asking you a question, sir.
What's going on, man?
You sell $1 million homes out there in California?
I sell different types. I'm licensed in 22 states, brother. So you know the routine.
How long you been selling homes?
10 years, man.
Wow. See, you got a gift of gab, man. You good at what you're doing, right?
The first thing is the gift of fiduciary mindset. And that's
fiduciary. Oh yeah. See, I really like you. You use that fiduciary. Yeah, good.
Hey, Mr. Follows, I'm trying to tell you, you already had Nick. Mr. Negro came in and took the space from you. Now you got Darron down there coming in taking the space. Hey, Darron, did you read the topic of the space before you started fussing?
Oh, of course I did. But that's another question I would have. Like he said,
Darron,
right?
Excuse me, sir. Did you hear the brother that came up 64 years old? Did you hear what he was telling you about? Did you listen to what he was telling you? You listen to everything he was talking about.
Oh,
he came in too late.
He came in on the tail end of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. But when they say broad, like, hey, we can't say that racism has anything to do with it. I'm sorry to say, racism has a lot to do with being Black in America, because we're different than any Black on this planet.
It has a lot to do for you because you're encapsulated by the color construct.
Oh, but all of us are. All of us are.
No,
but not.
no, you are. You are.
No.
All of us are not.
No. Keep that personal, brother.
Is a financier and a
yeah. Well, I'm still saying keep that personal.
By the results.
No, don't put me. No, don't put me in there, bro.
All of that stuff don't stop me. One monkey don't stop no show. It don't stop me from achieving nothing.
Nothing. Okay. That's why I want you to read my book. I'm Not Your Black America. I'm Not Your Black
America by
Okay, Mr. Miles got the floor.
Go ahead, Mr. Biles. I know you got the
Thank
floor.
you, thank you, Carl. It's hard to talk over you guys, gentlemen. I thought we all supposed to be gentlemen, but so I'm gonna say guys, because we're not acting like gentlemen. We all just trying to ramble out.
All right, Mr. Rod.
No, you got. Again, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told the other brother. You have the host and co-host always have the ability to talk and interject, brother. I mean, that we're narrating a show here, and that's what's happening. We move the conversation as we move it. So yes, we may interject, but as Carl does so eloquently as he just did for you, which you should take that and move forward with, he pointed out that you have the floor when we stopped talking. So there you go, brother Miles, you have the floor.
All right, thank you there, brother Carl. Thank you so much, brother Joe, brother Followers, and Duran, and Miss my ancestor. You guys have a good night, and space also was good again tonight, but we got a little sidetracked twice. We came off the tracks, but hey, we're gonna try again next time. I really enjoyed myself. You guys have a good one again. Like I said, God bless all y'all.
We'll appreciate you next week, bro. Have a good weekend. And with that being said, you know, we are coming around. We don't stay here long. We like to come here for a couple hours, 3 hours the max. You know, we start at 7, but we don't try to stay here all day. This is a safe space and everything. We try to be direct, intelligent, but not long. So what I'm going to do for the last few of you that's here, okay, if you want to make any closing statements, or you got something you just have to say, you want to get off your chest, okay, you can go ahead and say what you need to say as we closing out here. Mr. Dare, you have come in here and has fired this place up. I hope you this not be your last time. Do you want to, give any closing submission?
I mean, for what I would say is you're right on the race issue. We have to get past that, but you can't get past anything without addressing the location of what it came from and the causes of what it's done. So, of course, success is the thing that you can achieve regardless. But we have to stop forgetting about a lot of people who are literally casualties of foolish decisions that governments are making on the behalf of most people.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Absolutely.
My ancestor, you wants to, as the lady of the house, the woman of the house today.
I actually agree with everything that's going on. You have to realize there's a yin and yang to everything, right? So, and it goes back onto environments. Like when Brother Darren was talking about his background, that's his experience because that's where he was focused on his environment. One of the things that we want to do is actually get you out of that box to let you see certain things that we're really not privy to, and the privy comes that goes on inside of your mind, and that deals with the pineal gland, that deals with the third eye. So there's a lot of things that we have to do, and all these things can be manifested. Trust and believe. I have manifested money and looked on the ground and sitting right there. But you cannot turn around and utilize these things for bad. That's the problem that we do. You cannot utilize the powers that you have as melanated beings, corporal beings, the original people of the planet. You see what I'm saying? Of the planet, right? And you can't even grasp that. That's far-fetched. Your ancestors have been telling you about this for the longest. Think about it. We're the first people that invented the car, the first people to invented a plane, the first people to invented a boat, right? And you still can't tell me one thing that the troglodyte actually invented. What did they invent? Nothing, but you still go back with the same argument dealing with that joker when we need to focus on what we need to do for ourselves, what we need to do for each other. Because they always gonna be destructive. That's what they was born for. They are the disease, the dis-ease. And that's their job, to make their life uncomfortable. You know why? Because God place you here. Even if you believe in the great mother, the great father of the universe, the Amen, the Amenet, or however, whatever, it still goes back to the thing that you have to realize that it's probably hard on us because we keep on denying who we are. And it's probably hard for the great mother, the great father of the universe. That's hard for God to look down on his children that he created and his own image for you to turn around and act in this blasphemy behavior. And one of the reasons why you got all these hurricanes and earthquakes and stuff going on is because Mother Earth is trying to cleanse us. When you got brothers and sisters sitting over there talking about they want to go to Africa, and you don't even call it by its proper name. But anyway, yes, we can manifest our dream and manifest anything we want. Our dreams is also a portal as well. And our mindset, in order for us to change anything, you have to change your mindset. Even when you're thinking about something negative, turn around, switch, and change your mind. And one of the things that will help you with changing the mindset is meditation. Master meditation, you can master other things. And I yell. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you, my ancestor. I love you, and you have a good weekend. Carl, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, great
Miles,
space.
hold up before you, Miles. You already gave your submission. You already gave your submission. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carl.
Great space, great topics. I wanted to close with this. My ancestor brought a great example how there was a problem a little boy was having at school.
Oh yeah.
And she brought a great example how the family and the community cooperated with each other for a successful outcome for that little boy. You guys have a great weekend.
That was
Absolutely.
a good point. That was a good point. Go
Absolutely.
ahead, Joe. You got it, bro.
Hey, I just want to give this point here. The subconscious cannot distinguish between a lived reality or an assumed reality. You don't react to the world, you produce it at every instant. So again, Nas said it in a track some years ago. He said, you're going to find what you're looking for and get to crying. Talking about a woman going through the phone or whatever. It may not be the reality that the man is actually cheating. It may not be the reality that the woman is actually cheating. But because that's what you have set within your mind, when you go pick up that phone to go looking, anything that you see, you're going to point to as the problem. Because you've already developed that. You've already said that that was the case in your subconscious before the fact. So again, the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a lived reality or an assumed reality. You don't react to the world, you produce it at every instance. Again, this is the I Ain't Your Black show, where we talk about things that people typically don't like to talk about. It's a little uncomfortable. It's a little uneasy. And you got to actually get past the surface level in order to really get this conversation down. We'll see y'all next week.
Wait a minute.
We'll hit.
I got one comment.
No. We already went around, gave everybody the opportunity to give their submissions. And the show is now over. So we'll see y'all Tuesday. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. Darren, hey, make it quick, bro. Really quick.
No, I'm just poking jabs, but I was about to say, if we go deep into the subconscious perception, really right? Doesn't that have to do with the concept of genders and other things too? So then they can say,
Lord, he's bringing up a whole nother topic.
Saying,
hey, we will see y'all next week,
Oh,
Tuesday.
God,
Peace,
Lord.
7 p.m. Love y'all.
Bring me up.
Oh,
Get ready for I Ain't Your Black. This is the podcast that offers healing, insights, and epiphanies, discussing and reviewing everything others are afraid to talk about. It's all about what is right for us. I ain't your new black.
When black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough
Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other.